With all the AI.
Before my watch, the same stuff
With
happened.
all the AI, with all the computer systems, you're worse than if I took
You're
a
talking
horse
to yourself.
and picked up the mail and delivered it 2 miles down the road. That's you. I hope you got that on camera. This is the response that the postmaster just gave Congress when he doesn't like what he hears. Literally covered his ears and gave himself the grade of A. Well, I tried to talk to my local postmaster, couldn't get a hold of him. Even when I stood there and said, just tell me when I'll leave my number. Have him call me back. Never called me back. That's your environment that you fostered in Georgia and other places in the country. And it's not isolated to just Georgia either, by the way. I know businesses in California that will not use the U.S. Postal Service because of theft, real-time theft. It's never been, your reputation is done. Whether you admit it or not, in the military, if I have a skipper who things are going bad for, they're a good military officer, but you know what we do when things go wrong repeatedly? We relieve them. You know what you do when a CEO repeatedly fails and the business model falls apart and nobody wants to use that business anymore and it becomes non-profitable? You fire them. You know what we do in government when organizations fail over and over and over again and become unaccountable and are not going the right direction and have actually ruined the very business model that you seem to hold as a standard? Because you're not going to expand Postal Service when you have a reputation for not delivering on time, not keeping the mail accountable on your watch. You, sir, do not get an A grade. You cannot give yourself that grade.
I just did.
You can't. You can't
did.
grade your own paper, sir. I've been to medical school.
Well, then,
I got my MBA. You can't. I'm sorry. You were graded by the United States people, and they don't use your service anymore. You bankrupt.
that is not true.
You
That is
bankrupt
not
this
true,
through
sir.
your
My
reputation
business is
only.
growing.
Through your
Our
reputation,
business is growing.
you are responsible for the fall of the Postal Service
No,
and the
this
lack of
Congress- this
accountability.
Congress is responsible for
does
the
it?
fall of the
Oh,
Postal
so it's
Service.
Congress's-
I am trying to fix
On
the
your
Postal
watch,
Service.
with all the AI.
Before my watch, the same stuff
With
happened.
all the AI, with all the computer systems, you're worse than if I took
You're
a
talking
horse
to yourself.
and picked up the mail and delivered it 2 miles down the road. That's you. I hope you got that on camera. This is the response that the postmaster just gave Congress when he doesn't like what he hears. Literally covered his ears and gave himself the grade of A. And with that, sir, I rest.